Hi, this salty potsy husband coming to you again from the truck. As you probably have already figured out from my other videos, my wife and I talk about a lot of different things. One of the things that she has noticed is people have griped and complained about it on the POTS group is that their people that they love or their friends that are around them, whenever they develop signs and symptoms of POTS, even before they get diagnosed with POTS, the people are looking at them like, "What is going on with you? Why are you acting like this? What's happening?" And whenever they start getting run down and wear out of energy, uh, people look at them like, "Oh, you're just faking it. You're just trying to get attention." And then when they go to the doctor and they get diagnosed with something, because the people around them have never heard about it, oh, that's just made up. That's not real. You don't know what you're talking about. That doctor's a quack. Um, Guess what? We didn't know about HIV or AIDS until we did. We didn't know about MS until we did. We didn't know about a lot of the things, or matter of fact, every medical condition known to man until we did. We also didn't have treatment until somebody figured it out. So, people out there that are saying that you're faking it or this is not real, the doctor's a quack, you don't know what you're talking about. You do have something that we know exists. It's called cranial rectal inversion. In other words, you got your head shoved up somewhere. They don't smell so good. You need to reverse that and start listening to the people who have these symptoms, who do feel the pain, who do feel the discomfort, whose heart is racing uncontrollably. Because if you truly love them, if you truly want to call them significant other, friend, spouse, whatever they are to you, then you'll believe what they say. Because 9 times out of 10, these people are not faking it. These people really feel what they feel. And the question is, how do you really know what they feel? Are you in their body? Did you crawl up their rear end and start reading their mind? No. You only see what is portrayed on the outside. And yes, people have good days. They have bad days. My dad has had up to 13 or 14 different surgeries on neck, back, shoulder, wrist. Um, man, I can't, nose. I can't name all the surgeries that he has had. And he has good days. He does not have POTS. He does not have dysautonomia. He does not have any of these things. But he also has bad days. It's just what happens. And people that don't believe it, get over it. Because the people that are suffering from this stuff, they are suffering. There have been people, famous people, who have died or committed suicide because of this. Brittany Murphy was one of those people. Her brother, I believe it was her brother, said that he believes dysautonomia is what ultimately killed her. Did she have problems with pneumonia? Possibly. Did she take the wrong type of scripts or over the counter drugs and the combination of everything together kill her? Yeah. However, she had dysautonomia. And as people with dysautonomia know, that when you get sick, it is exacerbated. I'm not sure if that's the correct word. Everything is multiplied. You feel things 2 to 3 times as bad as you would have if you did not have dysautonomia or EDS or POTS or MS. So she ultimately died because of complications with these things. Her husband, don't really know about him. I know he died 5 months after she did, but the cause of death they said was exactly the same. Not a lot of people knew Brittany Murphy had dysautonomia, but she did. So this ultimately can kill people if they allow it, or if they take too many of the wrong type of scripts. But that'll kill anybody. You mix the wrong medication, and bad things happen. So no, this video was basically trying to lift people up, people who have dysautonomia, people who have POTS, MS, um, like my wife. My wife, by the way, does not have MS, or we had her scan for it, and the results, her brain scan came back negative. In other words, there's no significant, or nothing significant to her brain, which we both kind of laughed over and said, I already knew that, Airhead. But no, she's actually the smartest woman I know. So when I mess with her like that, she just slaps me because she is a blonde. If you watch her videos, you know that. But um, anyway, yeah, just people who don't believe in dysautonomia and POTS and MS, that type of thing, they need to have a real severe reality check. Nobody knew about the flu until somebody caught it. Nobody knew it was potentially deadly until somebody died from it. Dysautonomia, POTS, MS, EDS, these things, although not necessarily deadly, they can make a person want to commit suicide because they hurt so bad. They're so uncomfortable, and they're fighting this battle not only physically but mentally, because you're talking about a person who potentially could go and travel, could work a normal job, was successful, and then within a matter of weeks, months, years, they've got to where they need a wheelchair to be able to get around. They don't look any different. They might not put up makeup, might not dress up like they did before, but there's no physical signs of trauma. There's no physical anything. There's just a person saying, I hurt, a person crying because they can't get up and move, or it's too hot for them to go outside and it's a gorgeous day. That's a mental battle. And they're already fighting it internally on that one front. Whenever people go and say that they're faking it, that's another battle that they have to fight. Not only that, but whenever a person looks totally normal, nothing physically wrong, they don't have a boot or a brace, or when I say boot, like a medical boot, when somebody broke their foot, any brace or any cast or anything, and they're young and they're riding around in the wheelchair, people look at them like they're faking it. Like, they should be, I don't know. I think you guys know what I'm saying. And my wife faces that on a daily basis. Whenever we go out and I take her in a wheelchair somewhere, there's older people having a hard time getting around, looking at her being so young in a wheelchair with total disgust, thinking she's faking it. When we pull up with a handicap placard in our car and we take the handicap spot because that's my wife's right now, and somebody else gets out of a car and looks at her and she's in a wheelchair, they just, if looks could kill, my wife would be dead. Put it that way. I just give it right back to them. And they just turn their nose up, walk away. These are things that people with POTS, dysautonomia, EDS, MS have to deal with on a daily. And you guys are not making it easier for them. Lift them up. Show them you love them. Show them you care. Show them that their feelings, their desires, their dreams are real and valid. Show them that whatever you can do to help them realize those dreams, those desires, you will do the best of your ability. I can't go out and buy my wife an Aston Martin or a Bentley. Thank goodness she don't want any of those. She's already got her Aston Martin. That's my son's name, by the way. Or one of my sons, anyway. So I'm lucky on that aspect, but she wants a Stingray Corvette, like a 60s model, early 70s. I'm working on that. Anything I can do to get it, I will. So I don't know. That's me. That's my point of view. You guys do whatever you want. However, don't tear your loved one down. They're torn down enough as it is. Lift them up, build them up, support them, because they're not lying. They're not making this up. When a test comes back and the test is blatantly obvious that this person has dysautonomia, this person has MS, this person has EDS, how can you refute that? What are you going to do? Look up the sky? No, it's not blue. It's not blue. It's red today. It's red. That's what you're doing whenever you look at a test and say, oh, that's not real. That doctor don't know what he's talking about. Tests don't lie. All right, that's enough of my ranting and raving today. You guys have a good day, and remember, support your loved one. They've supported you in the past. Now it's time to return the favor. Talk to you later. Bye.